Okay, just adding it here. This is the video I'm referring to. You see how that hoodie guy is like literally watching and kind of like caretaking both of them when they're intoxicated, but like they don't clearly want him around them. So yeah, this reading is based off this particular male character, you can say, in the hoodie. And let's see what we can find out. Also, if you guys want to see the full video, the link will be in the description of this video.
Good afternoon everyone, it's a different day, week. This is the Golden Snitch Tarot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the likes on the previous video. It gives me some sort of encouragement to further look into this, because there's just too many inconsistencies involved in this whole saga. I would call it a saga, not just one case, because I feel like there's a lot of things at play, people involved. Just like that one card, if you watched the previous video, that had this Colosseum sort of, I don't know when I can find it, Colosseum sort of setting, whereby you have the main character kind of doing the deed or whatever you want to call it, and then there's a Colosseum of people watching. So I believe there is actually a whole group, I don't know how big this group is, that are privy to this case over in Idaho. And strangely enough, right before I started this reading, which never happens, is there was a huge bird right on my windowsill, which is never happened throughout the whole week or month. So I thought it was very strange. So I just wonder whether that could be one of the four in spirit. Anyway, so again, I'm doing this with all good intentions, a purest of heart intent, hoping to help with this case and help with the loved ones of those involved, because I don't wish upon anyone, no one does, to go through such an ordeal ever in their lifetime. Again, I'm going to use the movie tarot deck, the I Don't Care Oracle deck, as well as the Major Arcana Cadmean deck, which I used in the last video. So last video I ended at about 30 minutes because I thought it should be that video long, and I pretty much, this is alleged, okay, because you know, I believe there's more than one killer, so basically more than one person carrying out the deeds. I don't know exactly how many did one kill while the other, you know. And I'm not saying that Brian is completely not guilty again. He is, just I don't think he is the only person involved, as well as he might have been coerced to do this, and we are all, I believe he is on the spectrum, okay? If you want to see more, check out my first video, my original video on the IDAHO4 or Brian, and you'll see why in that video. And if you like this, like, subscribe, so I'll do even more in detail about different people and whatnot. Yes, love and light to all. Okay, so today I thought I'll continue with the last, where we want to look actually at that Grub truck video, okay? So strangely enough, I actually I am following still. I was following the Grub truck broadcasts on Twitch even before everything happened in Idaho that night in Idaho. So even before the IDAHO4, I actually was strangely already following that channel, because I was just interested in, I don't know, just a food truck selling mac and cheese, and just happened to be in Moscow, Idaho. So I don't know whether that was some kind of, I don't know, synchronization or sign for me to cover this, since I'm doing it now in 2025, covering this case. So I'll try my very best, because deep down I know there's a lot that is not right and justice is not served. The world needs to know. Okay, so this time I'm gonna read reversals as well. It's just super hard to shuffle this because it's so big. I don't know, it's bigger than my, it's almost as big as my palm. Throughout this reading, I invite my spirit team as well as any spirit from the other side that wishes to speak on this topic, tarot reading, to come through with the purest of heart and the truth to come out. Okay, let's start. Okay. Okay. So what was the reason behind Jack trailing behind Kaylee and Madie, following them right to the food truck, and they were actually caught on camera? Yeah, that's crazy how that was really caught on camera right before they were done for. So he was like following them, and then like they had this squabble, and no one really knows exactly what was going on, but he was so bloody suspicious. The moment I saw that, I knew there was something not right about it. And then like they were clearly intoxicated. Madie and Kaylee were intoxicated because I believe they just came from the corner club, it's called, and they wanted pretty much food, which is what you do after a night out. What was he doing? Why was he following the two of them? And then she flicked him off and told him like, get lost or something. Why was, I mean, okay, maybe I start off with why was Jack following them so closely? Seven of coins. Oh, I should show you. So it looks like a tree, but then it kind of intertwines, crosses over here, and goes just separate route. Most likely, obviously, they were all at the club. I mean, that's how they met each other. It'd be weird if he was actually waiting outside for them to come out. Seven of coins. Profit, growth, progress, valuable assets, fruits of labor, hard toil on the learning curve, anxiety around money, potential for improved status or work promotion. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Oops, sorry. Why was Jack following Kaylee and Madie the night of the murders? Okay, I think I need to take the other deck. Oracle deck. Why was Jack Showalter? This is name, right? I feel like there was several Jacks involved. Kaylee had a boyfriend called Jack too. So this one we're talking about is Jack Showalter. We don't read reversals for the Oracle deck that I'm using. I don't care. Oh, there. Don't do this today if you don't want to. I don't know. I feel like when I was saying I don't read reversals for this deck, but then it came out. It was actually came out as reversed. So it would be do this today if you want to. Okay. Can I have another oracle card, please? Turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking.
Okay, editing this, I actually went to Google and I was dumbfounded to find out the phrase turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking is a French proverb that means think before you speak. It's a reminder to pause and carefully consider your words before uttering them. And I can't help but think of the conversation between Hoodie Guy and Madie and their little squabble. And then he was saying something like, you be careful of what you say, people are listening in. And then she said something along about, I told Adam everything, right? So yeah, I think it's all linked up. It's just crazy how I got that card.
I'm gonna ask another question. I mean, it sure looks like he's part of it, but Jack Showalter innocent. My god. Okay, this is a bit much. Oh god. Energy is very chaotic today. Is Jack Showalter innocent? It's the world, and it's giving the cat side eye. I need to turn up my screen. Okay, recording stopped because I turned up the brightness on my phone, so now we're good. Yeah, so basically we ended with this side eye, cat, the world. I asked whether he is innocent. What goes around comes around. I don't think he is. He's not. Why was his motive as being at his parents' hunting cabin legitimate? Apparently his alibi was that he was nowhere near the house. He was at his parents' hunting cabin. It's 9 of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords. Power of the mind, third eye, good faith, integrity, busy mind, suspicion, fear, misery, anxiety regarding loved ones, hermit, meditation, sanctuary, ceremonial, ritual. Yeah, but we're having the reverse of it. So not having integrity, not having good faith. Normally, if you're on a meditation or a escape, like a hermit, right? He is guilty. He shame. Did he actually go to the hunting cabin? Oh. Doing nothing is fine too. What the You guys see that? Doing nothing is fine too. Oh my god. What does this card mean? Turn your tongue. Anyone knows? Turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. I don't know what that's meaning. It's like, is it just someone being rude to another? I mean, this was pretty much the energy I got off both of them arguing at the Grub truck, Jack and Madie. Literally, it was caught on camera. So it's not a rumor, it happened. But this is also escape. This is also escape. He definitely knew what was going on, what was about to happen. Oh my god. But like, it's this reverse of the hermit. He was not alone. He was there. He was with everyone that was involved. Did he just witness what was going on? Was he watching it, or was he actually taking part in the unalivings? Yeah. So that's a bullshit alibi. He apparently was not even there. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Clinging to the clock. Dude, this is strange. Look at this. It's like adhering to time, watching the time. He's holding on to the clock hand, and then the other hand he's holding on to something else. Don't tell me he was some kind of handler, handling them, like making sure that they would, you know, go back home at that particular timing. Like make sure that they, you know, was he tasked to make sure that they timing though? There's a huge clock there. And it was in reverse, sorry. Yeah, it was in reverse. Oh, fuck, this is crazy. I don't even know when I'm gonna post this now. I don't know. This reading is a bit... Doing nothing, so he didn't actually kill anyone. Was he the accomplice to Brian Kohlberger that night? Did he unalive anyone that night? Anyone being human? I heard that he was into hunting animals. Did he unalive anyone that night? Oh my god. 2 coins. Connected. This is my card for connected. Five of Cups. Oh my god. Temperance is also giving like the infinity connected, like 2 coins as well. Bring into balance. I feel like when he was tasked to take care, but it's not really taking care, Madie and Kaylee, I feel like the other 2 was already like unconscious, or you know, you see, because like there's 2 eyes open and they have tears on them, because I feel like because they're intoxicated, they, even though they might know something really bad is about to go down or bad vibes or whatever, they were intoxicated, so they didn't really have like the full clarity and strength to fight back and do what a normal sober person would do, you know. Whereas the other 2 cups is giving like Xana and Ethan, that I believe was, I'm not really sure they were at the house or they were moved there. That's the thing, I'm not sure, but they're saying that Xana and Ethan was in the house already, I believe. Okay, let's read the guidebook. 5 of Cups. Regret, limited loss, bereavement, inheritance not as anticipated, superficial, disappointing relationships, difficult marriage, lacking love, bitterness, spoiling good things, possible new start. Limited loss. Oh my god. Superficial, disappointing relationships. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, right, I feel like when they were brought to the house, the other 2 were already at some form of unconsciousness or unalive. Temperance. Moderation, self-control, economy, patience, sterility, consolidation, harmony, friendship. Temperance goes at things little by little. Everything comes to he who waits. Maintain a work-life balance and find moderation in all things. Walk the middle line. Walk the middle line, which is doing nothing is fine too. You're in the middle. This is Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption. Oh my god, and there's a quote in this for the temperance card. Read on saying goodbye to a friend. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged, and when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. But still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged, and when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. But still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone. Oh my god, this is making me sick. I think he knew that they were... I think they knew a lot of stuff, okay? So I think he feels like unaliving them would be a better option of letting them go, as opposed to them being caged up, because they know the truth about the runnings and goings of Idaho. So he thought it was doing them a favor, instead of them, you know, having to harbor all that. And then, oh my god. And I remember, I don't know whether the video is out there, because a lot of evidence, if you're following the case, has been tampered and gone, destroyed. Literally the house is gone. It's just crazy. But I remember in the video that was replayed, he was saying like, you gotta be careful, girls, or something. There are people around or something. Yeah, he said that. I remember clearly that he was cautioning them, people around, or people are listening, or people, or something like that. If you guys remember or watch the Grub, the I don't even know, it was, yeah, it was a Grub truck, of course he was there, but there's also a CCTV caught the three of them. Yeah, I think that was also like very close to the Grub truck, because they walked, and he said something along the lines of the girls. Yeah. Oh my god. This case is something else. You know the sad thing, guys, is like we don't even know whether the truth and justice will ever be served. The truth will ever get out and justice will ever be served. In our lifetime? Okay, let's touch on wood. That's not gonna happen. It will. We'll try. But yeah, that's crazy. What was that again? You don't have to do that. You can. So I feel like the cards are showing me that he let it happen. He knew what was going on. He knew what was going on in this whole circle in Idaho, and he knew these girls knew what they knew, and he knew what was going to happen to them. But he literally just let it be. Doing nothing is fine too. And he didn't want them to be caged up. He wanted them to be free. So what's the deal with him? Wasn't he Jack Showalter's apartment the one with the blood though? Okay, I need to check on that though before we end this video. Can I have a clear explanation as to why his banisters or like flooring doorknob was cleaned so thoroughly? And some blood was found actually at his apartment. Spirit, can you come through and maybe explain that about Jack Showalter? Oh, that was clear. 8 of Swords. Cloudy skies. And some bit of, oh my god, it looks like droplets. See that? 3 droplets specifically. 1, 2, and then 3. Sorry, I feel like I need to get more of this out. Can I have 2 more cards to explain, please? The droplets that he cleaned, there was the one that was left behind in his apartment. What was that all about? Near to the slayings in Idaho. Can't deny that was so suspicious, and how he got cleared, and the blood I think was not even tested. Like what? Oh my god, you guys, this case is just next level. What was that blood or the cleaning up of blood in Jack Showalter's apartment about? That was a card. Oh my god. Page of Wands. That's Will Smith as Men in Black. A Man in Black. Page of Wands. It's like a belt that's like, there's a strap across his body. It's giving like what do you call that? A novice energy, like amateur. Just can I have one more card? What was the source of the blood? Oh, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Too many, I think. What blood was found in his apartment? Why did he need to clean his apartment with disinfectant or whatever? Clean solution. And I read somewhere that the maintenance or something was called at his apartment to fix up some fault in toilet or something, and then the person actually also noticed blood droplets. If you're interested, you can Google that and find the article somewhere online. Or it might have been literally in the statements of the case, like the official legal ones. What was that blood that was cleaned in Jack Showalter's apartment? Please. Dude, all I know that he had definitely a hand in this. You know, that's a screwed up thing. Like, someone may not unalive someone and get someone else to do it, but they should still be held somewhat responsible. That's why, you know, all these things normally in a normal setting on a case or a proceeding, you take into account everyone that's involved, all the evidence, and then give them the according punishment for their role in a murder, you know what I mean? But in this case, everything is being copped by Mr. Koberger. That's so wrong. Why did Jack Showalter? Whoa. Okay. You are lucky. Please leave a voicemail and reverse the present moment counts. First I got you are lucky upright with the line that was caged. So we read about temperance here, and it was also about friends that were caged and setting them free. He is lucky. Please leave a voicemail, also upright. But this fairy, like, her face is blurred out. Please leave a voicemail. And then this one was the third card, but it was reverse of this. It says, it's an old lady hugging a tree, and it says just the present moment counts, but reverse. So not just the present moment counts, the past also counts. Oh God. Please leave a voicemail. Oh my God, her face was erased. Oh my God. I think something was erased, like digital footprint. Voicemail. I mean, I don't know what is exactly a voicemail, but I'm getting like some kind of digital evidence, some kind of evidence, but like communication evidence, you know. And that's why, like, you are lucky. It was erased. Oh God. Whew. So he's been protected, clearly. He's being protected. And I read something that his parents are wealthy or something. It's so crazy how, like, right after his whole story about being in a cabin, they shipped him off and he said that he was in Africa. Like, what are the odds shipping someone completely to a different continent right after a murder? The murder is like, guilty much? Like, who thinks that person is innocent? Why does he need to freaking exile himself or something? He definitely has a hand in this. Okay, I'm gonna read the explanation for these. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Contradiction, criticism, reprimand. Oh God. It's about, oh my God, I can't. It's about the blood, right? We were asking about the blood in his apartment. Crisis, temporary difficulties, blame, censure, scandal, trauma that can be healed, sworn by details, being pinned or entrapped, a dark night of the soul, understanding the power of fear, the mental void and paralysis created through fear, beliefs and thoughts that can be changed. He cleaned up. The question right at the start, if you guys remember, was why did he clean the blood? Because he didn't want to be pinned for the murders. And the night of that was pretty much the dark night of the soul. Of his soul, surely. Has a lot of contradiction. Because I think he was saying something else, but then the blood evidence was showing something else, you know? Page of Wands. News, announcements, messages arriving, courageous, dark youth, loyal friend, decent character, a person to be trusted, inherited intelligence and skills, instability, reluctance, indecision, or rash choices. That's the thing, dark. Remember my previous video? If you haven't again watched the previous video, I got the card, death card, if you guys remember, and I was saying that other card was him, and it had a very strong darkness to it. I kept saying dark. He's not mentally challenged, but he has a darkness to him, and it says dark youth here too. Three of Cups. Happy gathering, social activity, group effort, victory, problems resolved, wound and painful memories healed, pleasures of life, conclusion. I feel like this is him and his family. Like, this is literally him, and this is his parents protecting him, whatever his involvement is in this. Like, they believe that the whole story on their son is closed. Like, he believes it's closed. Like, through group effort, victory. I don't know, man. If this case is not corruption or a lot of cover-ups, I don't know what is. Wow. So after this particular reading, I'm not sure whether he did unalive anyone, but he definitely was part of this. He knew what was going on in Idaho. He knew about the girls. He knew what was gonna go down. He was also in a way sending them off, caught on camera, or should I say cameras, just more than one. And the cameras even have audio to them. I don't know whether it still exists anymore on the internet. But I remember when it just came out on the media outlets, they were actually showing the CCTV and Grub truck footage on the news and playing them with audio. You know, you can literally hear Madie's voice, his voice, and them talking about. And she was saying, "I already told Adam," and then Jack says something along the lines of, "Be careful, girls. People they know or they're listening or something." Yeah, so he definitely knows. He knows who did it, who they are, who orchestrated this, and he knew that they had it. Madie and Kaylee had it coming. Oh God. And I believe that also there was some kind of evidence that points his knowledge involvement in this, but it has since been deleted. And I can also see that he's being really protected by his parents, his family. And the blood is most likely is from that night. Yeah. Jesus. Okay, well, this is a very screwed up scenario, but house is gone. Brian is guilty completely for all the unalivings, but everyone has to go on. I look forward to actually doing a reading on Dylan Mortensen as well, because there's something that I noticed, or several things that I've noticed about her. Just some patterns that I've seen on the girl's social media that I'm like, okay, what is going on here? I don't know, I felt very weirded out when I was watching the sentencing live, where she actually came out looking completely different, and then she was just bawling her eyes out. There's something not right about her. Yeah, so I want to do a reading on her too. So you know what to do. If you want to stay tuned to for the next video, like and subscribe, and love and light to this case.